Here we are at the ticket counter. We're on the office side of the counter. The people buying tickets would be in the waiting room on the other side. So when we got this depot, the desk here was all totally ruined, and we had to make a new one pretty much. Just this particular drawer was about the only original thing left out of this counter. And well, we have a lot of the other items that came from here. A lot of the rubber stamps and the ticket validator here, more stamps here. So a lot of things we've collected over the years, and some things have returned. The last operator here at the Waupaca Depot kind of collected things, and he had taken a bunch of the old paperwork and some of the stamps and different things and stored them in his garage. And then he passed away, and his family gave them to their kids in Chicago area and took them all down there, but then they found out we were working on the depot, so they brought them back. So we're fortunate to have a lot of paperwork and things. Some of these boxes are full of railroad paperwork that came from this depot. I do have an album where I took a copy of each thing and set them around. So, and even this window was all ruined. We had to put new glass in and rebuild the window here. So just everything. That's the old old fuse box on the wall right here. We don't use that anymore, but originally that's where all electric was from. So we rewired the whole place. It's among the many projects working here. This depot was built pretty fancy for a small town. It was originally had hot water heat right from the beginning, with a boiler, a coal boiler down the basement, which was later converted to oil, which we still use. We took out the old boiler and put in a new high efficiency furnace, and we still use the old hot water system. But when people come in the depot here, they see that we have 3 big fireplaces. And a lot of people assume that that's how the place was heated originally, even though it wasn't. Those are mostly decorative. The big fireplace in the main waiting room appeared to have been used some. I first tried burning wood in the fireplaces, and I realized it didn't work too good for that. The flue wasn't right. But then I learned that they were coal fireplaces, meant to burn coal. So which makes sense, because the railroad would have a lot of coal with their trains and steam engines and things. So the fireplaces have all been painted over and filled with graffiti. However, we spent a lot of time stripping off all that graffiti and the old paint, fixing them up, making them look good again. The one fireplace in the women's waiting room, we actually have an old coal grate in there. So just to show what it could have been like at the time. All right. Well, when we were redoing the woodwork, we also redid the picture rail up along the ceiling. So that had been painted, and some of that coming down. And these days, not so many people even know what a picture rail is, but it was used to hang pictures from cords off the rail, so you could not have to put holes in the plaster walls, and you could move things around easily. So throughout the depot here, we have a lot of pictures hanging from the picture rails. And actually, there's a number of pictures in here that I've done over the years myself, drawings of different Waupaca scenes. So I kind of have a gallery of all these pictures around here, along with some of the other pictures of different depots and things. So it's kind of fun to do all that too. Okay, when you first walk in the depot, we have a table by the door with a registration table, with a registration book. We encourage people to sign in the book when they come here. We've had people come from all over the place, all over the country and all over the world to visit us. It helps us when we're trying to raise funds, showing that the depot gets used. So we appreciate that. Okay, one of the things we have here that people are a little bit surprised to see in the depot is this old player piano. So maybe some of the larger depots have pianos and things, but it's not your normal thing in the depot. However, it's from the era. It's from like 1920s, and it's a player piano, had been restored and works really good. I was able to buy it, and this seemed to be a good place for it to show people. We have pianos at our house already because my wife's a piano teacher, and I enjoy playing the piano too. So we didn't really have a place in our house for it, so we brought it here. And over the years, we've been collecting more and more piano rolls. A lot of people have old piano rolls, and the pianos have been junked, so they bring them here, and it's fun to try playing the old rolls. I probably have close to 500 rolls here right now, so we enjoy it. Especially all the kids are amazed by the player piano. They're used to all the computer stuff nowadays. Haven't seen something like that.